Hello, we're looking at the paint screen, which is used to do the technical analysis, and I got the full screen shown, and I'm going to go just a little bit over what this contains. You got the paste button, which we'll be using very soon. Select, we'll be using this throughout the video. Won't be using any of the resize rotates. This is where you can fill in different colors. Maybe put in something like that, and then, I don't know. Well, let me just do that. So I'll put in a box like that, and then you can put a different color in, something like that, but touche, let's get rid of that. And put the whiteness in the background again. That's orange. There we go. And you have two different colors you can choose, but whatever. Then you have different little symbols here. This is what I use to draw lines. There's different lines. Then the brush tool that I use to say, okay, here we have this. That's one that I use, very common as well. Different sizes. We'll be using mainly the small one. So what we're going to do is take a look at some monthly charts, 13-year charts actually, because I find that to be a lucky number. I don't believe in luck and unluck, and I think it's superstitious to be superstitious. Sort of. Anyway, this is the 13-year total chart, 156 periods from January 1968 to December 1980. Normally what I would do is I would paste it in here like this, and I would record it, just this white version, which is 800 by 450, or the 16:9 ratio. My current ratio that I'm recording in now is actually, let's see if my screen tells me, yes, 1152 by 648. But what I can do in here is I can change the different sizes of it, bring this down a little bit bigger, and then paste it again, and it'll just automatically fill the paste for the entire screen. There we go. Excellent. So what I want to do is just focus on the rallies. This here is used to, I can highlight something and then delete it. So let's delete this non-rally period. Bye-bye, it's gone. And let's delete the sideways consolidation pattern from really where it broke out from, and it really didn't break out until, well, really here. So that's where I want to end this from. Okay, just get rid of this little small pieces in here. I don't want to, I can zoom in, and to make things a little bit easier. So that's what I want to do here, and just eliminate that so I don't really break too much of this green candle. Okay, so there's the two rallies. Let's eliminate this 1980 sell-off, and there we have it. The only two rallies that occurred in the 1970s. We'll do the same thing over the last 13 years momentarily. So within this, steady up run, very steady. A little small, steady up run, but it ended with really 3 decent months doing well. In here, you had a small up run, and then you had a decent sized month, and then a decent period again with 2 large moves that were contained at the very end. The first move went from $1.25 up to about 5 and change, and the big move was from about 2 3/4 up about 100%. And so now let's take a look at the current one. So let's go in the spreadsheet, and this is the last 13 months, or 13 years, coming into ending, of course, March 2013. So this would be starting April 2000. Again, let's eliminate the sideways and downwards movements. So that's figure, well, where do the rallies start? Well, right here, where that green one, it looks to me like a good one to me. We're going to zoom in within this because it's a lot easier. So we're zoom into 200%. There's a zoom button that I use, not too often, but sometimes. And let's eliminate this correctionary phase. And that's that. So you have this up move, and then we can see the sideways consolidation again. Let's eliminate that. Pretty easy that the rally started in here. Not much of a rally here, but we're still going to put it in. And we'll eliminate this correctionary phase again. See, and before we do that, I could go ahead and say, Well, a rally started down here. And yeah, but it's just correcting itself from this up move here, so I really can't be counting that. So let's eliminate up to, well, where the rally begun in the fall of 2010. Push the delete button, and it's gone. Now we had the last rally of 2010, early 2011, and we'll eliminate this last couple years of nonsense sideways consolidation. Well, the whole chart's been nonsense anyways, because I'm going to show you a little bit more after I'm done this. But anyway, 4 rallies within this current move. The one in 2003, 2005, 2007, and again in 2010. This one contained, you know what, there really was only, you could almost say that the rally just started here. You could even just forget these 4 periods for the most part. And it was 5 periods going higher. The last bit of it was a little bit more aggressive than the start, but was pretty much mainly the same. This one contained, well, from the breakout point anyway, that's pretty much where the breakout is. It's, well, 4 up periods from the break with 1 sideways movement. This one in here, obviously topped up here. And there was really only a couple periods where it broke out from the previous resistance point. And overall within the rally, it was pretty much 2 up months, 2 sideways, 2 more up months again. And then the last current one from the highs, which is pretty much actually here, if you count the month's high period. But anyway, overall it contained, I'm going to count this as 4 up periods in a month. I'm going to count those 2 as consolidation periods and then 3 up again. So 7 up months, 2 sideways, and again the end of it a little bit more volatile than the start of it, but you know what, just a little bit. Now we're going to do the size of corrections, and to do this we're going to take this little box here, and I'm going to start off by taking the last side of the period and then finishing it off in here, and then move it up to the top part. So that's the duration of time for the first correction. Correction numero dos. Do this again like this. And what we can see here is that the second one was a couple months shorter than the first one. Do number 3 from the end to the start. And there we have it again, much longer this time. And then the one that we're in now, which has got no signs yet of ending anytime soon. Well, it's been longer than the first 2. And it's probably going to be longer than the last one as well. As it's got to, well, let's just put it this way. How many more months do we got left to match? What we can do is just match the sideways movements like that. And then move this into just like this and just calculate how many months that is. And I count 6, excuse me. Because it starts here and ends on this red one, and there's a total of 3 more or 6 candles. So we're ending month 3, so 3 plus 6 is 9. Month ending September of this year will match the duration of time from here to here than it would from here to here. And I really can't start this until we see this ready to break out past that 50 mark. Now with each resistance line, it's normal that the breakout start a little bit before where the past resistance was. You can see that here, just a little bit before, even here the top is 21. So I would expect it to start breaking out roughly around here. And then when it makes its moves, it does it very fast because it's not hard for 100% gains to occur in a short period of time. And when we look at this final chart here, that's not what I want to do. But anyway, this whole thing here is nonsense. So there's only really been 2 big rallies since the 1960s, and that was this one and this one. Take care.